What's up, my friends? How you doing? Apparently, Metazoo is done. Like, full-on official announcement. We shut our doors. Our company is done. Pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff. Before we talk about all this craziness, let me share the live stream link and we'll do all our hellos and all that goodness. But let me go and share the link in the Discord first thing here. Looks like the thumbnail nonsense isn't happening today, where we just have the normal look. It's not going, yo, 1 out of 1 ring was found again. All right. Okay, that looks good. That's good. Let's switch it up to see the chat properly, and everything is good. All right, what's up? Who do we got in here? What's up, Psychotic, Clayton, Yamagoro, Loco, Jess, Eng, Gossett, Shelton, Bowser, Lasagna, Millmaster, Twiddler, Zircon, Poor, who else is in here? B.O. Zero Sum. Dun 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 dun. Dustin. Mr. T. Yeah. Error. Unpacked. 808. And Heartbreaks. Evan. Everyday. Carrie, S, I think I got everybody. Gianna, I think I got you all. Hello to everybody who said something in the chat. I think I got you all. And if not, well, then take it personally and be heard about it because it was definitely on purpose. So, first of all, let's handle my qualifications. Why am I qualified to talk about the downfall of Metazoo aside from the fact that I am Hatcher, card genius, right? Oh, and also the Magic Historian. Well, let me show you guys. I was sent this by the Metazoo company. You know I've been sent a bunch of stuff by Metazoo, right? Like, I've got a bag of stuff, and like, they just recently sent me Hello Kitty stuff. But yeah, this is what is it again? A Metazoo Influencer Medal. So there you go. I remember actually doing a goofy little video. Does anyone question my qualifications? I mean, yes and no, right? I mean, it's the internet. So everybody, bro, it's the internet. You could be a heart surgeon, like the world's best heart surgeon doing heart surgery, and some knob jockey on the internet would be like, I wouldn't have rotated my wrist that much. And it's like, yeah, all you're doing is rotating your wrist, son. Leave it to the professionals. What up, Connolly? What up, Brent? How you doing, buddy? Doomblade, is it MTG? It is not. What up, Joe? Is Metazoo any good? Well, you know what? That's an excellent question. Let me put it to you this way. Can you have fun playing Metazoo? Absolutely. Absolutely. I played Metazoo and was amused by it. Was I enthralled by it? No. Was I pulled in by it? No. Like, ultimately, I was on the level where I wasn't going to spend any money on Metazoo. But if they wanted to send me stuff to muck about with, then sure. And I mean, they did. They sent me a whole bunch of stuff to muck about with. And I did muck about with it. But I kind of expected that... Oh, no, actually, Dustin, let's be very clear. This influencer medal is worth something. But do you know why it's worth something? Because it's owned by me. I might be the biggest online presence who even has one of these, which means this right here, $50,000. Anything I touch is worth $50,000. Why don't I sell it for $50,000 and live in a better place? Fuck you, that's why. Okay. Shut up with your questions, that's why. So yeah. So, I mean, I thought something was up with Metazoo. Like, it seemed weird because I had an interaction where they sent me the Hello Kitty stuff, right? Which felt like a really weird choice for a game that was like, yo, we're doing Bigfoot and Trouts and stuff and Kensakis. You know, we're not doing Hello Kitty, Avril Lavigne, you're so pretty. Let's put on our little kawaii skirts or whatever. So this feels weird. But either way, they sent me this, and because it was from America or whatever, I got hit with customs. The last time that happened, I contacted them and said, hey, I got hit by customs. And they went, oh no. And they just sent me the money through PayPal, right? And this time I contacted them and was like, hey, same thing happened. I got hit with like 26 bucks in customs. And then just like nothing. I got no response at all. And I just like, the whole thing felt to me like, I don't know whoever's in charge of the account that I sent that to, but I assumed they're just some regular Metazoo employee. And they went, hey boss, this guy's saying something about customs. And then just like, no, we don't have, no, forget it. We're not wasting any money on that. So I didn't even get a response. So I'm actually like out money on this Metazoo garbage. Because let's be real, Metazoo's garbage. And that's been my position from the beginning. You can have fun with garbage, but don't pretend like it's not, right? Like, you can have fun with a busted rake, but that doesn't make it good, right? So, basically, it went like this for me. Metazoo, how I found out about Metazoo was the guy who runs the LGS I go to is like, hey, have you heard of Metazoo? And I said, no. And he's like, here you go. Here's some booster packs of Metazoo in some blisters like this. And he's like, it's like the worst TCG ever. Have fun tearing it apart. So I put it on my like wheel, on the spinning wheel, right? And just had the name of the game written on the wheel. And so the Metazoo account showed up and was like, all right, cool, you're into Metazoo, let us send you some. And I'm like, okay, send me some. And like, they continued to send me stuff even after I had ripped on them on Kitchen Table and said they were a game that was never going to be anything. And all of it. So, I mean, on one hand, they didn't seem to care whatever I said. People were like, hey, can you keep sending to Metazoo even if he just destroys it? So, I mean, they did. But bro, Metazoo is like, it's like a textbook case of all kinds of things to do wrong, right? Like, looking back, and this is just a snapshot judgment, but I think the only reason that Metazoo actually even lasted as long as it did is because of the pandemic. I think that it managed to eke out survival in the... I just remembered Jojo Moss over Bad Boy Gaming. He's buddies with me. So he told me about, I'm pretty sure it was him telling me about it. Anyways, I don't remember. We've talked about a bunch of different things. So this might be something I saw tangentially, or maybe he mentioned it to me, but maybe he did. I don't know. He had Metazoo like original proofs or whatever, like the first printing, and he got like 20 G's for it, right? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like this game was like, see, I don't know how much it was made in good faith or not. I really have no idea. It feels like you say, yo, we're going to turn Metazoo into Pokemon, but I feel like that's like taking a leaf and going, I'm going to grow a tree from this leaf. And it's like, you don't got a stem or nothing to root. How are you going to grow it from a leaf? You know what I mean? Like, Pokemon is a gigantic juggernaut that nothing can compete with, right? Yeah, Magic's a better card game, but Pokemon, like, Magic's nothing compared to Pokemon. Pokemon, just like our card game competes with you. We're doing a million other things. Everything Magic tries, Wizards of the Coast tries outside of their little arena, they get kicked in the junk. You can sell Pokemon anything. You can slap it on anything and it will sell. So Metazoo was an attempt to emulate the Pokemon, right? So, are we finally calling Metazoo a dead game? Oh, no, you don't. Bro, it's officially declared dead. This isn't me going, I'm calling it now. The company has folded. It put out a statement today saying, we are done. Thanks for the last 4 years. that's almost purely pandemic. So they're trying to be like Pokemon, but with worse artwork. Like, maybe they were trying to do the whole like early days of Magic quaint whatever, but a lot of the artwork just turned out to be not very good. So the cards aren't very attractive. The concept behind it is goofy, which can be fun depending on whether you like it or not, right? Do you like, oh, look, hey, man, like, how old's your wife? That kind of crap. You got to ask your opponent because there's all kinds of weird conditions on the cards for stuff, that kind of stuff. So there's some goofiness, and it cares about, hey, is it raining outside? But that's also pretty fiddly, too. So they have cards to represent it and all that. I mean, they did do some funny stuff. Like, look at this. They did Magic 30th edition, 30th anniversary, to make fun of M30. And it says, you asked, we answered. Finally, reprints available to the people. You must like this product. Includes 30th anniversary booster packs. So yeah, for me, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it was Scandalous from the start or if it was just like super overambitious. And it's like, we're going to make movies, we're going to make TV shows, we're going to do all this stuff. And then they do one licensed deal. They did one licensed deal. And apparently what they did was they sold this stuff to a bunch of stores and a bunch of places. And then they went around and sold it for half price themselves at conventions and stuff and just undercut like everybody. That's what I was told. They did crazy nonsense with this. And after the fallout from this, they made an announcement saying, we're not making any more properties ourselves. We're just going to license our IP. So, like, they, as far as I could understand from what I read, they were saying, we're not going to make any brand new sets at all. Like, if there's going to be anything new from us, it's going to be made by other people. Now, I could be wrong about that because I'll be real. I barely paid attention to it. Like, why would I pay very much attention to Metazoo? There's nothing to talk about. The news on the game is always bad. And nobody gives a fuck about the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the reality of it. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares about what's happening with Metazoo? Who cares about a game that's played by 8 people? You know what I mean? That's a bit hyperbolic, but that's what it boils down to. Metazoo has been a fucking shit show from the beginning because they made insanely crack-headed choices where, like, bro, you know how there's all these Chinese counterfeiters in China counterfeiting Magic cards? Well, they had the idea, as far as I understand it, this is how it went. They had the idea of making their cards cheaper, but still high quality, by contacting the counterfeiters and going, yo, you guys know how to make really good fake Magic cards. Will you print our actual Metazoo cards? And the counterfeiters were like, absolutely, and nothing will go wrong, we promise you. And then the counterfeiters that they hired to make their cards turned around and said, hey, isn't that weird? A company just up the street opened up and they're printing Metazoo cards. And they're printing perfect Metazoo cards, almost like they were given the original files by us. It's almost like the counterfeiters set up a counterfeit Metazoo operation and then completely gutted the first edition market. But that would never happen. People who are unscrupulously stealing from a corporation won't steal from your corporation because, oh, wait. Yeah, but that's okay because you live in the same country. No. Oh. So yeah, it's been dumb choices all along. Why would you get scammers to make your fucking product? Like, they're making perfect fakes. And guess what? Perfect fakes aren't fake. They're printing legitimate cards. Like, that's the deal. They have the original files. And this is just the stuff I know of tangentially, without even being focused on the game. For real, man. For real. It's wild. It's wild. So they're done, man. They're done. Zero sum? Nah, see, that's an ambitious take. You think they're going to go bankrupt, to screw their creditors, and license the IP to themselves as a new company? They've darkened all their social medias. All of it. They're gone. They're gone. Like a fart in the wind, bro. there's no second gasp on this one. So yeah, the entire like market for first edition of whatever the hell, first edition Cryptid Nation got gutted by fakes, right? So as far as I'm concerned, Metazoo has always been a scam masquerading as a game. And I mean, bro, come on. Who was legitimately involved with Metazoo? Who had a real presence? Let's be real about it. All the channels talking about Metazoo were small channels that were genuine fan channels loving Metazoo. Sucks for them. Bad fucking news. But beyond that, nobody talked about Metazoo. Oh, wait. Yeah, one guy did. Somebody who owns part of the company or whatever. Either owns part of the company or is paid in tons and tons of boxes. So Rudy over there, I've got news for you guys. And I've said this before. Like, Rudy just wants to make money off of you. And he will sell you whatever. He'll tickle your balls and take your cash. And that's what he's all about. So when he's got Metazoo, whoa, it's the best thing. You should be buying it. If he doesn't have Metazoo and you do and you want to buy it, oh, people are bearish on that, man. I don't know if I'd be in that. But don't take advice from me either way, right? Like, Rudy is what he is. He's a fun guy, and I like him. But he's here to make money, and that is it. And he got right up in this. This had all the hallmarks of scam-a-lama ding-dongness around it. Now, it could have just been a genuine game, but the amount of people investing in it, it was also going on with Flesh and Blood. Now, Flesh and Blood is a different beast because I don't think that Flesh and Blood is a scam. I think Flesh and Blood's a real game. Like, Flesh and Blood is a genuine game that will probably fail as well, but is a genuine game. But there was too much going on with this, talking about NFTs, movies, everything else, and the way it was handled. All the layers of it make it hard to feel like it was just done in good faith, right? So, yeah, man. Packad, this is going to make a great video in like a year, the downfall of Metazoo. Metazoo's dead now. The company literally called it today. I know that I make a bunch of videos going like, Magic's in really bad shape and whatever. No, this game is done. They are fully out of business. They stopped. Like, you go to their Discord, it's empty. Well, it's not empty. The people are still there, but all the rooms are gone. You can't post in virtually any room. Like, nobody's talking about the closing of the game because all conversation avenues have been shuttered. And you know what? I gotta say, for what can I say? What am I trying to say? I get it, bro. Once your game's done and whatever, yeah, I'm shutting down all my social medias or whatever because you got to deal with a bunch of plugs who are going to come and wank at you. And it's like, yeah, my company's dead. I don't get to make this game anymore. So I don't care that you're unhappy. It's like if my kid died and you came and complained to me about how inconvenient my kid dying was for you. I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my reaction. So, yeah, fucking delete it all, man. Delete it all. Just walk. Who cares? What, are you going to sit there and still talk over the corpse of your game? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, all the hallmarks were there. Overinflated prices, the good old Rudy, pump-a-dump-a Rudy, you know what I mean? That's it. All you got to do is bear in mind when you're dealing with that guy that he is just there to make some money. That's what he's all about. So, whatever. Wow. There were Metazoo investment kits that were $8,000. Wow. Bro, I'm out $26 over this Metazoo and I'm bitter about it. I'm like, yo, you fuckers cost me $26 for this garbage and now your game's dead so I can't even fucking sell this shit to recoup my losses. All right? And yes, for the record, $26 is a significant amount of money to me. I'm not a rich man. That is like, food's getting more expensive. Hot dogs are expensive. They took my hot dog money. And the only wiener I got in my mouth was theirs. And that has no nutritional value. What up, Merfolk Bear? How you doing? Yeah, JJ says the only time I've spent $8,000 was on a used car. See, now that sounds way more reasonable. Way more reasonable. What up, Peterson? I don't know, Ramen. I don't know if he owned it or not. I don't pay much attention to card games that I'm not terribly interested in overall. You know what I mean? Like when it's just yeah, I'll take it if you send it to me, and then Carly hated it. I told her, I was like, I told her Metazoo fold, and she good. I don't like that game. So she was not put out by it in the slightest. Bo fucking says to cover your Metazoo loss. What a bummer. Well, thanks, buddy. You know what? In your honor, we're gonna open one of these. Let's open one of these Hello Kitty packs and take a look at this meta. Well, I'm gonna put you up on the board, and then we'll open up one of these Hello Kitties. This Metazoo stuff is gonna be relegated to the Dead TCG box now for Dead TCG Plinko streams and shit. So it will get used. It will get used. Bo Falcon, fat dong in the board, showing y'all how it's done. Oh, Shelly, Bo of the board. How about Lord of the Boad? Okay, let's see here. Bam. Wasn't Metazoo pretty much always a meme? Yeah, definitely, like, in terms of the look of it. You're not wrong with that. All right, I just peeled off the back cardboard, and all it did. Don't you hate that, guys? When you get a blister or something, and you peel the cardboard off, and it's just like, ha ha! Didn't I throw a box of Metazoo in the toilet? No, that was Flesh and Blood after what happened with George over at Kitchen Table. It was this whole thing, and he basically contacted me. He was like, look, man, I mailed out a box of stuff to you, and in that box was Flesh and Blood. But since I've mailed it out to you, in the interim, they've cut me off, and I hate them now. So I don't want them to get any kind of promotion from you, like using that stuff. And so I said, you know what? Cool, no problem. And I got rid of it. The Flesh and Blood that he sent me, I fucking posted it online and just got rid of it. Just here you go. Got it to somebody. They were like, why are you getting rid of this? Like, and I was like, I'm like, I can't even tell you. I ain't even getting into it because this is a random online sale, and I don't need to explain to you that, well, I do YouTube. Oh, it's just like, whatever. Just enjoy your crap. Get out of my face. So, yeah, that's what that was. That's what that was. Oh, come on, man. All right, we're getting in there. We're getting in there. All right, so there's the booster pack. I don't know anything about Hello Kitty at all. So the artwork in this might be slightly better than regular Metazoo if Hello Kitty has standards, right? And you get a little pink flippity coin for flipping out. I flip out for Hello Kitties. All right. So let's see what we got in here. All right, you got... Hold on. I think the camera could benefit from a little bit of focusing. Let's see here. It's crazy, like, that the Metazoo only lasted for 4 years. I said to Carly, I'm like, I've been the Magic historian for longer than that. All right, that should be a bit better. So we got a chibi beaver shark. Are these characters in Hello Kitty, or did they just make stuff up? They got a chibi skunk ape. Wait, are these just... They made cutesy versions of things that already existed? Is that what this is supposed to be? Did they rip off Hello Kitty? No, they paid for the licensing, which is probably what ended them, right? Then we got a Rainbow Crow. This is so weird. I thought the cards would be Hello Kitty, but they're like look at this. What is this guy? Kuromi and Chibi Green Clawed Monster. Is that supposed to be this guy? Is that supposed to be this guy right here? A giraffe possum. A foily. Oh, this is just terrible. Carnival? What is going on? All right, well, screw it. For contrast, let's just grab a random starter deck of Metazoo. Because I have a bunch. All right, come on. Those aren't Sanrio characters? Thanks, Yamagoro. I have no idea. I don't know the Hello Kitty stuff. More cardboard sacrifice to the toilet goods. Word is they paid for Hello Kitty on credit and never paid them back. All right. So, like, this is what the stuff looks like normally, which I guess it doesn't really look that much different, does it? It's pretty low rent art, man. Get your foily twinkle lady. So yeah, there's nothing like really to make it stand out. They might still worth being money. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. A card game that wasn't like this. No. People talked about Metazoo, but almost nobody I heard talk about it talked about like it being amazing to play. And that's not good, you know? It's not good. So, there we go. Got a trash bag right down there. Because that's what this is, man. For real. For real. I got other games that I could be spending my time on. Now the game's dead. I mean, bro, Metazoo from the get-go. I'm first introduced to it by a game store giving me some and going, here you go, make fun of this terrible game. And then I go to this another game store and I'm talking to him about Metazoo, and he goes, Metazoo's a scam. Now this is a guy who will sell anything. He would sell you your own mother's teeth, right? Like for real. And he was like, no. I got some Metazoo in, realized what the hell it was. I won't touch it. That's when I was like, yo, I had a bunch of Metazoo stuff that I opened. So I'm like, I wonder if anybody buys singles. So I asked my buddy, I'm like, yo, you got any interest in Metazoo singles? And he's like, no, I won't even carry the physical product, dude. It's terrible. Like the boxes, I will not carry it. It's a scam. I got it in. It's a scam. Now, what he really means is it's a scam he can't sell, because he would totally sell scams. I know that guy. Prophet, you missed the insanity of waiting for this stream to start. Well, if you want, you can just I'll give you. Hold on. I'll give you a 5-minute timeout. Hold on. Bam. Yeah, we'll go 5 minutes. There you go. You got a 5-minute timeout. Now you can be all excited, right? Like, oh, I can't say anything for 5 minutes. You're welcome. Make sure to thank me when you come back. That was very kind of me to take that extra time to give you personal attention. Trevor, am I still sipping Barks? This is the last can of Barks in my home, unfortunately, because some moron forgot to go to the store and buy some more today. Some moron. I realized it after the store was closed, and I was like, oh, being sick screwed me up, man. My phone service got all messed up by it too, and I had to quickly go and get some time going, wait, this didn't get renewed? What happened? What up, Nathan? How you doing? Yeah, that's weird. It's telling you that, no, it's not set to subscribers only. So. Ramen, you don't understand how the game was a scam. When that guy said it's a scam, he meant you are going to be scammed by buying it. You're going to spend the money. It's not going to be worth your money. From the pure perspective of you want to buy a card game, they're selling a card game. There you go. Sure. But I mean, the amount of effort that's put into it, how good it is, what you're paying for, all that kind of stuff. So he calls it a scam because he buys the stuff and then good luck trying to sell it. Who wants it? Who wants Metazoo? Who's even into it? Not very many people, right? And then the way that the games are managed too will influence how people view them. First Metazoo being canceled, next will be Campbell Soup. Garley, listen, man. Don't get my hopes up. Campbell Soup deserves bad times because of their soy chicken nonsense. It's triggering. It's triggering. Do says, Metazoo looked like it was made by people who think they're smart for watching Rick and Morty. There are people who think that. Wait, what just happened here? Clayton, what did you do? What happened? What was that? Pepsi, I don't know what happened here, man. Clayton, what just happened? Your finger slip or something? Wait a minute. Oh, I can heart it. I hearted it. Pepsi, did you ask for a timeout? It's the first time I can super chat. I can heart super chats finally. Ball Falcon, have a heart on your super chat. Yeah! I've been waiting for that. It hasn't been working. Yes! That's amazing. Did anyone actually play the game? Good question. Well, I'm gonna assume Pepsi, you asked for a timeout and Clayton was very happy to deliver it for you. Bovakin says Lord Pepsi wanted it. Listen, bro, that's virgin on some HR level talk right there. He was asking for it. Oh, Phoenix Rising! Guys, that's the game store I go to. Remember how I said the guy at the game store I go to gave me Metazoo and said make fun of it? He's the one who started this entire journey. Thanks for the membership gifting, bro! Who did we get with them? Plaid, Loco, Dustin, Trevor, Shotter, Gianna, Bino, Kentucky, Superclass, Scorpageist, Luke Gerthulu, Dylan, Baldwin, Frias, Shipman, Scrollkeeper, Nick, Merfolkbear. That's so many people. Also, that makes you the member lord of the stream. Phoenix Rising! Guys, if you want to support the game store, Phoenix Rising, that's the game store I go to. There is a PayPal address set up in the description, and you can send money to the PayPal there. And when you do that, it goes to the game store, and I get that as store credit. So it helps the store I go to, and it lets me get fun stuff, like magic cards. So, if you love me being shown love and want to show some back, that's how you can do it. All right. Now, Phoenix Rising says, making sure all these people can get all the info they want on Metazoo. It was so funny, bro. Like, 10 minutes after I saw that they were out of business, I was like, yo, I'm going to go and send you a message. And then I looked and I'm like, you had sent me a message 20 minutes earlier. So you knew, like, right before I did. Or you personally think some of the creature designs are interesting. It's pissed off it's wasted on scam. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Like, let's be very clear. Metazoo isn't completely unplayable and completely unredeemable. You know? It's got some elements that people could absolutely enjoy as a card game. So it's not like nothing is lost here, right? I will admit that not being reimbursed for my custom fees does make me a little Prophet, why were you timed out? Whose thumbs are too big? Did you fail the listening part of the stream? Because I read your earlier comment and then I gave you special treatment and you didn't even realize it's special treatment? Whose thumbs are too big? This guy's. I timed you out because you complained about not getting to enjoy the pre-stream, waiting for the stream. So I gave you a 5-minute timeout where you couldn't talk so you could sit there and enjoy it. And then instead of appreciating it and enjoying it, you fucking blew it. So I'm not giving you another one. No, you don't get another timeout. I'm glad you missed out on both opportunities, because if you're not going to be present in life, you don't deserve presents. That's it. If you're not going to pay attention and be here, like, why would I pull my dick out if you're not going to look right into the hole? If you're just going to be staring off at the wall, and then when I put it away, but you said I could see it. Come on. Come on. Gotta have your finger on the pulse of this news. Apparently they salted the earth with the social media. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all like burnt into nothing. Burnt into nothing. Super class with the shields. Pots too. Yeah. Shield bearer, welcome. Dustin, no. Bo didn't reimburse me. Bo mollified my emotions, but that they still owe me. Metazoo still owes me. That's how that works. Bo's just a good guy and he's got a good heart. And yes, in one way, I am mollified. But in another way, I am unmollied. Whatever. Hive, you like my rants? Well, you got good taste, buddy. You got good taste. Yes. Actually, Brent, you're absolutely right. You're not sad for the people who are just investor stipes who are just trying to make money off it, but you're sad for the people who genuinely enjoyed the game and have now lost out on getting more for that game. The good news is they'll still be able to play with what they have, right? But that you are absolutely right. Absolutely. DJ Longhair says, Metazoo lost because of booty. For real. Wait, what? What the hell does that mean? I love that I can heart these super chats. That makes me happy. They went out of business for sending me too much free stuff. Lord Pepsi says, I can't super chat from the timeout. Haha, no. When you're in the naughty boy zone, you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk. Jess, I don't want to watch a George Carlin AI special. I'm not interested in something a computer made up that it thinks George Carlin would say, because that's bullshit. George Carlin's fucking dead. So is any new fucking comedy from him. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in somebody fucking stealing that guy's persona without like fucking permission and then just going, hey, we made a special with it because we're dickheads for attention and all this shit. So, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like people stealing jokes. I don't like AI fakery of people who haven't given permission for that, right? So I'm not going to watch it. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. I heard about it before. I don't support that kind of shit, bro. We all got our own lines. That's one of mine, The game is such a failure, the cards will spontaneously combust. Well, wouldn't that actually give them some kind of additional value? But you know what I will say, Jess? You're just trying to share something that's fun with me, so I appreciate that you want to share something entertaining. He's dead. It's public domain. You dying just meaning everybody can use you for whatever? I don't think so. But either way, I ain't cool with it, so I'm not going to watch it. It is what it is, man. You can just view it as me missing out on something good and maybe just being too particular, but I don't know. I don't like it's not like I hate AI for existing, because it can definitely be a useful tool for a number of things. But I just hate all the artists having their art stolen, and AI comedian stuff just feels so dead and soulless, and you're just trying to steal the essence of what somebody was for fucking monetization. That's what that is. It's fucking disgusting to me. All right? It's fucking anathema to me. Everybody's different. Comedy matters a lot to me. And unique, I don't know, man. It's just it's fucking wild. It's wild. And it seems like something he would be fucking dead set against. I don't know. Whatever. And I ain't really worrying about it. It's not like some big concern in my life, but ultimately, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't know the drama with the artist. Homie got with the artist and made her the main artist. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if any of this is true, but are you saying Body Who Made Metazoo started plowing a chick and made her the main artist? Yeah, why not, man? Why not? Thinking with your dick is a time-honored tradition, bro. Right? Right? It is a time-honored tradition. Psychotic, how do you know I'm not an AI how I'm not AI generated and on vacation? You know how I answer that? Shut up. So yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. The whole AI thing is a whole wild ball of insanity, you know? Wait, did I heart everything? Did I heart them all? Oh, I did. Yes! Haha, I did. Good. Perfect. All right. There's a little bit of bark left in the fridge, like a third of a can. And I'm going to go and pour it into this cup. And pray that it will last the rest of the stream. Oh, Metazoo. Oh, man. I think my pants are low enough that if I turned around, you might get to see some sweet ham. And I can't do that because Clayton would have a heart attack. What is this? What happened here? Oh, I must have dropped a drink and it sprayed up here, right? Sure, that's what it is. I mean, I don't jerk off targeting my chair. I don't even do that in here, so it can't be that. All right, I'm back. Zero Sum says if you could just train an AI for when you're sick, I think you'd still get super chats. Bro, you're probably right. There was a stream where I was out of the room for like 15 minutes attending to stuff, and people just got into a super chat train, super chatting the chair. I came back and I was like, oh, I'm just going to leave the stream to the chair. It's doing a better job than me. Yeah, Brent, exactly. Exactly. That's how it breaks down. Comment, are we here to dance on the grave of Metazoo? I mean, I wouldn't say no. I'm not like reveling in their downfall. That's not my position. Some people are. Some people aren't. I don't know. I mucked about with it a bit, and I was always fine with getting some of it, you know? So, but there's a bunch of flaws with the game and the way it was managed and stuff. So we are talking about all that stuff, but this isn't like, I don't have animosity towards Metazoo aside from the customs nonsense, but it's all good. Bo Falcon already hugged the rage out of me, so I'm good. But yeah, it's like, I'm never gonna about Metazoo the way I do about Magic, right? I got 30 years of history with Magic, and watching what they're doing with the game is driving me crazy. Talking to Buddy over at Phoenix Rising today, and we're just talking about how what Wizards is doing is making it harder to enjoy the game and the new releases and stuff, you know, because it's more difficult the way they're doing things, and it is what it is, right? So I don't know. Metazoo only made it 4 years. I'm surprised that this didn't happen faster, really. In some ways. But whatever, man. I don't know. I can't even imagine the logistics of trying to, like, make an entire card game and everything, bro. Getting sick showed me just how much crap is involved in my everyday life and doing all of this. And I'm still catching up. Like, I'm supposed to meet up with somebody I was supposed to meet up with somebody. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now, and that was gonna happen like what, tomorrow or whatever. But I'm working on the Magic lore. There's 10 installments of the story, so I don't even know how many hours I put into it. But I finally finished writing down all the notes for all the lore today and got it recorded. So now we go into editing, and ideally tomorrow it'll be done. But like, I'm still backlogged on stuff, and I got a sponsorship that I gotta have that done in the next 10 days, roughly. Maybe it's like 11 or 12 days. And I still have to go and, like, the thing showed up in the mail, but I have to go and pick it up from the post office. All this stuff, man. All this stuff. It's good to be busy, but also it can feel like a lot when you're trying to catch up. Common, you feel bad missing out on my videos, but you can't with Wizards? Yeah, don't watch the stuff, man. If it bums you out or you don't want to know what's going on, don't watch it. I don't expect people to come by when they're not interested in what's going on with Magic. Or some people don't want to watch what I'm making because they just want to enjoy stuff and they don't want to hear about the negative. And like for example with Metazoo, they don't want to know that Metazoo is about to end. They just want to play it up until the end and then be abruptly surprised and bummed out. And that's understandable, because knowing something will end can be it's a bummer, right? It's not fun. It's not fun. Noob, you love Magic but hate reading a paragraph of text for every card. I feel like more and more I start to read a card and then just stop. Remember their $700 tournament kits? They had 700. They wanted stores to buy $700 organized play kits. That's insane. That's insane. Zero sum. Sometimes you lose Magic games on purpose because you don't feel like reading your opponent's cards to figure out how to beat them. I don't think I've ever done that in Magic, but I've definitely done it in other games where I'm like, the amount of effort it would take to understand what's going on exceeds any joy I would get from winning. You can just win. I don't care. Yeah, the Magic Clue stuff is silly. It's just a way to sell more Jumpstart. I got more news for tomorrow. I got news coming out for tomorrow. I got a few different items that I want to discuss. But that's for tomorrow. Today is Metazoo. Metazoo. Yeah, Phoenix Rising, 4 years, buddy. It was 4 years. Ugh. And a lot of that was on the back of the pandemic and people's pandemic money. Carrie, you were always under the impression that I liked Metazoo? Well, that's probably because you were hearing my impression just from a play standpoint. Like, I never evaluated Metazoo from a should you purchase it. I never evaluated Metazoo from a how well is the company doing. Metazoo was just a card game that I was sent that I played a few times with friends here or there and would sometimes crack. That's it. So that's probably why. You probably feel that way about a bunch of card games. And like, if they died, I could rattle off some problems about them. But like, I love Magic so much that I am willing to show up time and again, over and over, until some people are just fucking sick of my face to say what's wrong, to say what needs to be fixed. And I know Wizards of the Coast know I fucking exist, because they tried to bribe me into flying right. But Daddy won't do that. Oh no, I won't get down and fucking suck their toes. So I got kicked out. I don't get the fucking free shit anymore, right? And that's not besmirching anybody who does, right? You do your own thing. Like, for example, me and fucking Unpacked, right? Like, we both got sent secret layers from Wizards. He still gets sent secret layers. You know why? Because he just makes his videos opening product and enjoying it, because that's all he does. That's what his channel is about, right? So that's fine. Makes perfect sense. But my channel is about talking about what's going on with Magic. And I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the things that are going wrong, because fuck that, right? So I get taken off the list for free stuff. And that's okay. I get it. I understand. There's nothing wrong with deciding that you don't want to be involved with the problems with the game, you don't want to try and fix it, and you just want to focus on enjoying it, because that's what I do with almost every one of my hobbies. But Magic is too special to me, and I've been playing it for too long, and I can't watch them continue to kick it in the ribs and not yell for them to stop. Do you know what I mean? I don't have it in me. As long as I care about Magic, I'm going to be like this. And when I'm not like this, it means I don't care about the game anymore and I've wandered off to something else. And that's not what I ever want to have happen. That's like, I'm afraid of falling out of love with Magic. You know what I mean? That's a genuine fear that I never had in the past. But I worry about it sometimes. But other games, I don't pay that much attention. I don't care. People start to tell me what the company's doing wrong, and I don't care. And it doesn't sound that big, and it doesn't matter because the game doesn't matter. The same thing. Magic ain't just a fucking game. It's a part of me. That's how it goes, right? That's what we're like. It's been a part of too many memories, too many friendships, too much of my life, bro. I'm 45. Magic's been in my life for 30 years. 2/3 of my life. In a very significant way. In a number of different ways, right? From the get-go where I started out being the tournament boy, playing in the tournaments and doing the winnings, until I became the tournament running guy who ran the tournaments and facilitated letting other people be the tournament winning boys, right? Until I ascended to the status of fucking Magic historian, the overlord of Magic, now yelling to the masses so that we can improve Magic, because these fuckers know I exist. They know I exist. Right? They know about these fucking criticisms and shit, and it's good to have louder voices yelling about it. Some Wizards employees straight up have me blocked. What are you gonna do? I rub some people the wrong way, and I won't accept bullshit excuses. I won't accept garbage nonsense. All I want is a fucking game that's managed properly and has good card quality. That's when I rest. That's when I rest. So if people wonder why I've been getting more and more worked up, it's because we're getting further from that goal. So yeah, Metazoo, I mean, Flesh and Blood and Metazoo aren't the same thing, guys. I see you guys talking about the Flesh and Blood there. It's Flesh and Blood was made as a game first and only. Like, they're just trying to be a card game. They're not trying to, like, why don't you just get, like, all this clothing with our branded stuff? And, I mean, maybe they have some associated merch, but they're not trying to do movies and NFTs and stuff, right? Hive, yeah, starting with Magic back in the day. It's true. It's never going to feel like then. That was a different era, right? Where you could actually have genuine mysteries without things being revealed. Now, you're never going to have that. Hell, I'm part of the problem too. I run right out with all the things I find right away. There's no journey of discovery anymore. It's different, but that's all right. There's also advantages now. Like, okay, Magic's not the same, but hey, you can get together like this, right? I never could have been the Magic historian like this back then. So whatevers. Sorcery has a nice vibe to it. Yep, absolutely. And the artwork is really nice on it. 100%. 100%. Jess, you met a dude that has the Power 9 at home and an $8,000 safe? That's so wild, man. I remember having all those cards and just playing with them. Like, when I had my original Lotus and Mox and stuff, we didn't even use sleeves, man. We played them on a table, just, you know? So, it's just so wild to watch card games become what they are. And I mean, out of all the new card games that have sprung up, right? What do you got? You got Metazoo, Flesh and Blood, Sorcery, Grand Archive. I'm sure there's some other ones too. Like, there has to be that just aren't popping into my head because there's tons of new games, right? But like, out of all of them, Metazoo seemed the most tenuous, right? It seemed the most tenuous. Flesh and Blood had to deal with like a massive bubbling where people were just like investing in the game like crackheads, and box prices jumped to like $2,000. Sorcery had some bubble in action going on with like the scarcity of its initial releases, but it didn't have the same level of pandemic money bouncing around. So it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like that kind of stuff is bad for a game. Choking off card supply, making stuff more expensive unnecessarily. If it's just expensive because people who actually want to play it are driving up demand, that's normal, that's fine, that's healthy. But when people are getting in the middle going, I can make more money by being in the middle, that's where you damage the game, because it diminishes the reach of the game and diminishes the resources that are actually going into the game, or just increases the amount the players are spending. Hey, what up, Simon? How you doing, buddy? Al, you gotta get up at 2 in the morning for work? That's nutty. That's nutty. Thumbs down to that. All right, Joshua. See you later, buddy. Juggling says, don't feel bad. Culture is dead everywhere. Well, the world keeps changing, right? Whatever you're born into is what you think is like a normal baseline, and then it shifts and things just keep shifting. But we're always in an ever-changing world, right? The initial moment in Magic was a special moment in time. But so is this. Who knows? 5 years from now, aliens could show up, and we could all be forced to wear alien butt plugs and be batteries for them, right? Like the Matrix, but in your butt. And then you'd just be like, remember when we could play Magic cards and we all just scratch Magic cards in the dirt and play mental Magic and stuff because you can't get them no more? I'm just saying, like, we still gotta hold them accountable, but appreciate what you got before the butt aliens show up and turn you into butt batteries. Butteries! Oh, well, yeah, no, that sounds better. No, that's not a good term, because people are just gonna think that you're buttering them up, and then they might be into that, right? Maybe I want to frictionlessly run down the hall. You ever think about that? Butt batteries, that's the term. Forced, oh yeah, of course, the Phoenix Rising, home of degenerates, all right? I will be a willing Tesla battery. What was the one anime-looking game that was like Magic and pretty good? Force of Will. Force of Will. But they got greedy and stupid, and I went from being down with them to they can like chug the entirety of my dong, right? Because they got so greedy. It made me so mad. Here's the thing about Force of Will. To build a Force of Will deck, it functions kind of similar to Commander in terms of you need a dude to lead your deck, okay? They're called rulers. And if you bought a booster box, there was like 2 rulers in an entire booster box. Like, so you have to have one of these rulers to build your deck around. You literally can't. It determines the colors of your deck. So they had 2 rulers per box. Okay, that's the way they do things, whatever. But then they came up with this one that was really good, and they went, okay, so it's a buy a box promo, and you have to buy like 3 boxes to get it, or whatever. Maybe it was only 2, but you have to buy 2 or 3 booster boxes to get it. Like, imagine a card in Standard you could like that was amazing, but you could only use you can only get this legendary creature if you buy 3 booster boxes, and there's literally no other way to get it. Like, it's not in packs or whatever. It's just so they did that, and I thought that was pretty scummy, right? Like, I liked some other things they were doing, and I had fun playing the game with Carly. But what really killed it for me was the Ghost in the Shell crossover. Universes Beyond. So the Ghost in the Shell crossover is the worst card set I've ever seen in my life. I was so angry after I opened it. It was like screenshots from a garbage anime, and they didn't take the care to even make the screenshots feel like they fit the cards, and like, it was the most blatant cash grab that I've ever seen a card game do ever. And it just immediately made me leave the game. And I realized like with games like Magic, because I'm so in it, I stick in through all these things. But other games, it's so easy to make me go, no, you want me to buy booster boxes of this stuff, right? You have to deliver a certain level. The price point, it's like Wizards now. It's part of what's so frustrating. A booster box of the new set is $210. That's it. That's the cheapest booster box you can get now. That's insane. That's insane. They pay like a quarter to make a booster pack. And their costs to make packs haven't gone up wildly, but their prices have, because they just want more money. Not because they put more work into it. Not for any reason that's actually justifiable. They just want more money. That's it. We want more money. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. It's crazy. Reverence, nope. I've never heard of that at all, actually. Isha, what's up? Hey, isn't it Rebecca's birthday today? If so, say happy birthday from me. So yeah, it's really easy to put a foot wrong with a card game, and once you do, you're done. Wizards of the Coast has so much goodwill that, I mean, we were talking about it today. It's almost like they feel like they can do no wrong, right? So, I don't know. 4 years, it's a lot longer than most TCGs get, let's be real. I don't know if you guys know, but as somebody who spent years and years fucking in LGSs, not just in the capacity of a player and somebody who wanted to buy the store every day, but also as a guy who runs events, working behind the counter, seeing stuff that's coming in, being stocked, all of it. There's a whole bunch of card games that show up, they're on the shelf for a month or two at most, and then they're just gone. Like Light Seekers. What? And you can even be like an established brand and still get no traction. They made like a World of Warcraft, was it World of Warcraft? Warhammer, maybe it was Warhammer. Card game that had like an app that went with it. And just meh. Oh, man. It was World of Warcraft? Okay. Unless I'm talking about a new game. This one came out like in the last 5 years or so. Because there was a World of Warcraft game a long time ago that actually did pretty well. And they had mount cards that you could like scratch off a little code and you get an in-game mount. And those actually ended up being worth a ton of money at one point. There was like $500 for a tiger. Like, it's wild, man. It's wild. But yeah, card games die all the time. I have a whole drawer of dead card games. It's a really tough business. The reason people want in is because the margins are incredible, right? Like the margins are just nutty. You make so much money. But Wizards is just the stuff they're doing, man. They can course correct though, right? A company like Metazoo, how much can you do? I wouldn't want to be somebody in charge of all that. It's too much. It's too much. Juglum, yeah, the Eye of Judgment game, the problem they ran into with that whole, we have the camera that reads the cards is, you could literally just print out the QR codes yourself or whatever. You could just like print them on a sheet of paper and then you'd have all the cards. So you didn't actually have to have the cards to play the game. So kind of ruined it, you know? Error, yep. In Japan, there are a lot of card games. Magic isn't the biggest there. That's why they always have to, like, the Japanese card market is different. They have higher standards. So they expect Wizards of the Coast to, like, put extra. Why do you think they get, like, the special alternate planeswalkers and stuff? If you don't give them something that's exclusive to where they are, they won't even look at you. Daniel, you had a dresser full of dead card games? There's definitely more than enough to fill a dresser, bro. I'd have a lot more if I hadn't been cracking them for all the different streams and stuff. So yeah, the fate of most card games, even the ones that are successful, like you can have a good one, but it'll just like most games, even the ones that succeed won't make it past like 7 years. You know, I feel like 7 years is a long time, and most card games do not make it that far. So 4 is actually it's a decent run. It's a decent run. Did I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon? No, I always considered those to be for kids. I was too old to get into Pokemon when it came out. It just never connected for me. I thought it was stupid. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is even dumber than Pokemon. Where you got this guy with this stupid hair, and he walks around with a giant dumb dildo wing stuck to his arm going, do me, bro! And then they just put their cards on there, and he makes stupid speeches. I knew you would do that, and so I was ready for you to do the thing with the coming and make him a trap! And it's just like, I would rather drink bleach than pretend I'm that. Like, for real, man. Magic the Gathering is like, you're a planeswalker. You're a godlike being who wanders from different realms of existence, traipsing through the fucking veil of eternity. And you find different beings and ensnare them, enslave them to your will for your own purposes, for titanic battles. And you wage these battles against other godlike beings. And your battles are so titanic that they change the face of the world that they happen on. But yeah, I'm gonna ghoul. Pull out my one-eyed white dragon. Oh, suck on it. Like, it's stupid, man. Desolator, yup, Metazoo folded today. They put out an official announcement, bro. Nathan, it's been a while since we've dug into a giant bag of random packs to go on a boat hunt. Boat stand for big old titties? Have I looked at divorced dads? What the hell is that? Never heard of that. Is that a card game? Rebecca, no problem. Happy birthday. I made you log in since it's subs only. What? That's what... Wait. That's what Nathan said too. Oh, it is subscribers only. Well, whatever. That's fine. My bad, it is subscribers only. If you want to talk to me, you gotta be subscribed. Divorced dads is like glorified war. Oh, I loved playing war when I was a kid, man. Split the deck of cards and let's go. Let's go. Jonathan, why is this not on Hatcher? Basically, I do whatever stream I want on whatever channel I want and then upload it afterwards to the stream archive. So before, you're right, I would have streamed this over on the Hatcher channel because afterwards it would stay up on the Hatcher channel where I have my non-Magic TCG stuff. But since I now have a live stream archive, which I guess since I'm mentioning it here, I should drop the link for you guys because we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the 1,000 subscribers. That is my current goal for that. So, if you're not already subscribed over there, then you're a fool because all the live streams like this are over there. So you want to be subscribed to the archive because they're only going to get crazier from here. All right. Jonathan, thanks, buddy. I'm glad to be feeling better. Yeah, I don't know. I think I probably switched it over to subscribers at some point when we were getting a bunch of bots coming in, and YouTube probably reverted it back the same way that it reverts my title for my the title and thumbnail back to the one ring has been found over and over. So whatever. It's not a big deal. Anybody who wants to talk is able to, and anybody who doesn't want it doesn't matter, right? Like, also you can just easily do the click subscribe, say what you want to, and then unsubscribe. Break stop. Am I ever gonna go back to slow roll, cracking packs, and talking about each card? Those are your favorite videos. It's totally possible. I miss being happier about Magic. One of my buddies said, he was talking about some Pokemon channel, and he's like, he's so excited about the cards, and he's having a good time. He's like you used to be with Magic. And I'm just like, Wizards has made so many, all this stuff, and I just end up all caught up on that, and I'm having a harder time just full on enjoying all, like, I'm gonna slow roll opening a pack of Markov Manor. Here, do you want? Here, I can fucking pretend to do that right now. Oh, look, a shitty detective from Capenna. Oh, look, a shitty detective from Capenna. Oh, look, a shitty detective from Capenna. Oh, look, they painted a bowler hat on a vampire. Look at all the Art Deco. Oh, that looks like Ravnica. Oh, look, here's Niv Mizzet. Remember how much he featured in the story? Oh, not at all. Oh, look, here's Xylox, the lizard man who did nothing in the entire story but featured on the artwork. But all he did was get chained up by a goblin and stabbed and barely had no impact on the story at all. So I'm going to go through the cards and just go, this is dumb bullshit, this is dumb bullshit, this is dumb bullshit, this is dumb bullshit, this is dumb bullshit. Right? You want me to fucking do that kind of shit where we're having fun? Maybe some older sets or something that don't fucking trigger me the same way, I guess. I don't know. It's just obnoxious to have it rubbed in my face that they want us to pay 30% more for packs that they put 50% less effort into, right? It's like you're sucking my dick and you refuse to finish and you want to charge me double. What do I personally play with Magic? Cube. I got Cube. Desolator, why did everyone hate Metazoo? Not everyone hated Metazoo. Most people didn't know about it. Did I see the poster on Reddit where the Gobbo had a different name? I heard that there was one where the lizard had a different name. So those are probably some of the clues, right? Wizards has put clues into the set. Nathan, you have hope for Bloomborough? I do too. I want to enjoy myself. I genuinely, that's the thing is, people don't seem to understand that when they're like, why you, it's like, bro, because I want Magic to be better and I want to enjoy myself. Like, it's not like I'm somebody who wants Magic to fail. I want Magic to succeed wildly. That's what I want. If I fucking hated it, I would be gone, right? So, I just want hope. Is the cube same as Commander? It is not. It is not. Jess. That's funny. Tiamat, you're not wrong, buddy. There was a bunch of speculators in buying Metazoo. They pulled out alongside a bunch of other insane choices. The game wasn't managed like a card game. They wanted to be this big, huge thing. That's it. Phoenix Rising's at it. We just want Magic to be as good as we know it can be. He was saying to me earlier, he's like, people who come to the game now, they don't know what it's like. They don't know what it was like back in the day. If you told them that Wizards of the Coast at one point printed a set that was such poor card quality that they burned it rather than selling it to us, you'd be like, wow, how bad must it be? It must be way worse than the stuff we have now. And you'd be like, actually, no, it was better quality than the stuff they sell us now. Wait. You mean the company made cards that were better than this, but were still bad enough they refused to sell them and burnt them. But now they're just selling us complete garbage where even the regular cards warp and they're all cut terribly with damaged edges and scrapped up and scuffy. That they were better than that and they destroyed them? Yeah, the company used to give a shit about its customers and its product, but now we don't matter at all. At all. Graham, you're excited for Thunder Junction? I don't know why you would be. It's going to be just as bad as this, where they sat down with a whiteboard and wrote down every single thing people would expect from a Cowboys set. And they'll have stupid cards like Meet at High Noon that just have statements. They'll have a spell called This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Two of Us. Oh, that's not a spell. But they will. They'll have a spell called that. There'll be a spell called that. Every stupid, lame, like, oh, God. What happened, man? How did we get here? This is absurd. Thunder Junction's gonna suck, dude. It's gonna suck. Cowboy Spurs, stupid fucking horses, Oko in fucking assless chaps with Kellen finally meeting his dad and nobody giving a shit because I don't even think Oko was his dad in the fucking first place. Then it gets worse. Then it gets worse. Death Race set. Across 3 different planes. Monster Truck Death Race set. Across multiple planes. Ugh. Oh, Lord. The game's becoming more and more of a travesty, diluting its essence into dumb nonsense. Remember what I said about being an epic planeswalker? I can't wait to summon up the saloon. Daniel, yes. These are real things. Thunder Junction is real. The Death Race set is real. It's real. What up, iRock? How you doing, buddy? They'll never be common planeswalkers. Wizards has reduced the amount of planeswalkers by like 80 to 90% in the sets. They're putting 1 planeswalker per set just because they know some people like planeswalkers. Maybe 2. But they're switching over to just commanders. So they like legendaries. It's all about legendaries. Right, that's it. Shove legendaries everywhere. Even into the pre-release kit. We put a legendary creature in here. It's so epic and legendary they can't even use it in the pre-release kit. Go play Commander, please. Go play Commander, the worst, shittiest fucking format in Magic, where you have to sit there with 3 stupid fucking mouth breathers and listen to their dumb fucking politics. I'm not interested in real life politics, let alone your stupid politics at the table. You're unhappy because he ate your fucking pretzels last night, or whatever it is. I don't even care, man. Gotta spread the damage around. 1 to you, 1 to you. Oh, God! Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Commander sucks. Make Magic all about it. That's not what Magic is, you stupid fucking dickheads. You fucking made Magic and it worked just fine. It's fine. It's a 2-player game. You play it just fine. Commander's just some weird fucking tumor that grew up off the side of it. And now the tumor's getting bigger and bigger. Wizards just keeps fucking feeding it. They just keep feeding the fucking tumor. They just keep irradiating it more and more. You're killing the host, you dumb fucks. You're killing it. I gotta play with some greasy losers who want to tell me their fucking worthless life story and how this fucking deck means something to them. I don't care about your story about how you're connected to Stefan the Mauer progenitor or whatever, bro. For real, for real. Just give me a belt and a chair. I'll take that over this. Where's the nearest fucking rafter? Because holy fucking shit. Listening to all you talk about why you're no threat and then just play a 2-card combo that kills everybody. What are you, an idiot or a liar? Which one? I was major politicking. Yeah, okay. Okay, you're a fucking mastermind. That's what it is. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't like Commander. I hate multiplayer Magic. I hate multiplayer Magic. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Like, nothing makes me want to flip I don't normally feel like flipping a table, but nothing makes me want to flip a table like some fucking magoo targeting my shit with a lack of brains. Where it's like, okay, so I just want to run through this again. I have 9 lands on the board and a Basalt Monolith that taps for 3 mana. You already know, like, nothing in my deck costs more than 6 mana. And he has a Magistrate Scepter, which lets him take extra turns. And he's about to start going off with this and taking a whole bunch of extra turns. And it's right here. And you're going to use your Artifact Destruction to destroy my Basalt Monolith that gives me mana 10 through 12 when I only need 6. Yeah, you know that he's just going to start going infinite turns and stuff with this shortly, right? I don't know, man. You're a good player, so I'm going to destroy... I'm not trying to politic at all. I'm literally just explaining the obvious board state, going, there's no logical reason for... Do you want to see my hand? Do you want to look through my deck? What, like... I can't... It's like playing with mental patience. There's no logic to it. I can just put 3 decks on the table and flip coins and roll dice if that's what it's going to be. I can simulate a Commander game by myself. I can just make 4 stacks of cards and have the other 3 ones do random dumb fuck nonsense. Oh, he's angry at this guy because he fucking farted on his girlfriend. 1 versus 1 Commander? Yeah, that's fine. I like formats with a lot of variety. But I play the cube, so I'd play cube over Commander. But I hate... Have I tried Two-Headed Giant? I fucking hate Two-Headed Giant. Actually, I don't really hate Two-Headed Giant. I just don't care about it. I don't care about it. You can ask the inventor Double Strike what happened when we played Two-Headed Giant. And I sat there keeping both of our opponents' heads completely under control turn after turn, begging him to do anything. But his stupid deck doesn't do anything until he gets to 6 lands. So we fucking died with him still at 5 lands having done nothing. And me having done a Herculean effort to keep us both alive. So no, I don't feel... The only time I ever really had a good time playing multiplayer Magic like that was there was a tournament where it was like... It was before Two-Headed Giant was the thing. It was a team tournament. It was me and my best friend. And he said, you build the deck for me. And I'm like, okay. So we both played control decks. And all he ever did was when somebody cast a spell, he would look at me. Should I counter it? And that's it. And we won the whole fucking event. Hands down. Because it was me piloting 2 control decks. And I fucking loved it. It went great. Holy shit, bro. Having twice as many counter spells and being able to just call them in like that. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. But... No. One-on-one, baby. I like Magic like I like banging. One-on-one. I ain't interested in you bringing 2 of your fucking greasy friends, thanks. All right? I ain't interested in the politics of a 4-way. Nathan, Commander's very much about how you play with. That makes it a shitty format, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Because I've had fun playing a bunch of other formats with people I don't even fucking like. So, kind of a knock against Commander. People, I don't like Standard. Oh, you know what? You don't like Standard because you just haven't played against the right people. Commander's the only fucking format that people say that about. And it's just like, rule 0, we all gotta say at the beginning of the deck, okay, well, my deck's a power level 0 to 1 because I only have 15 infinite combos and I usually only win by the 3rd turn. I feel like my deck's a power level 7 because camels are really strong in Magic. You know what I mean? Like, nobody says that about any other format. Nobody ever says about, oh, you don't like Modern? Oh, it's because you're not playing the right people. Oh, you don't like Legacy? It's because you're not playing the right people. But Commander. Right? Like, let's be very fucking real about 2 things. It's bullshit for me to be told you just have to find the right people. You want to go to the game store and play Magic, right? Think about the people who go to the fucking game store. Good luck. Good luck getting a good sampling of them. One-on-one, you can have an all right time. Get 3 of them together, all of a sudden it's Goofbag City. And not in the fun way. Not in the fun way. Nathan, 4, you looking for a game to play? You'll take Commander over Catan or Monopoly? Yeah, fair enough. Having a Commander group you can have fun with is dope. But the fact that that's like what so many people say when people, I'm having a bad time with Commander. And they're like, you need to get another group. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't have fun playing this board game. People don't usually tell you need a completely different group to play the board game with, right? It's distinctly... Commander is a weird beast that isn't normal Magic. Let's be real. Mathematical! Thanks for the super chat, buddy! Plane chase can be fun. Coop, yep. Plane chase can add some real zaniness. So can Arch Enemy. Carrie, I don't know about fighting games because I don't play them. I don't like the Street Fighter and all those games. I played those with my friends when we were kids because they wanted to and they would like rent or whatever. But I've always found it incredibly boring. I never cared. I was always a button masher. And on top of that, I was also a cheese bag. Like, I did not like playing fighting games very much and didn't care about it. So whenever I found that the games were broken and they had some dumb move where it's like if you just sweep the leg, there's nothing they can do, I will spam that move at you over and over and over. And if you get upset going, stop being a cheese bag, I'll just laugh and keep doing it. Because I don't care. It's stupid. It's like when my buddy wanted to play fucking NHL hockey. And I'm like, ugh. Why? Who cares? These guys are skating down the ice. We get to be these stupid teams. Who cares? I'm always playing San Jose. And he'd be like, don't play San Jose. They're a terrible team. And I'm like, I like their colors and I don't care. I don't care. So we would play and then I would just make him turn off penalties. And then I would just skate dudes into his goalie. Just skate dudes into his goalie and score a goal. And he'd be like, stop it, man. I would get into fights with his guys and beat him. And he'd get pissed because, like, playing normally, he'd beat me 7 ways from Sunday. But I didn't give a shit as a kid. I'm like, no, I don't even want to play this game. So we're playing with penalties off, or I'm just not playing with you. Funny the shit we got into. He rented Top Gun, the Nintendo game. And he played it for like a whole day without telling me. And then he called me up and pretended like he had just rented it. And he was just leveling me. He's just dominating me, having the time of his life until I luck out and just hold up on the controller. And I just start to do a loop, right? And then I fire and blast him. And then that just becomes my maneuver. Loop, blast, loop, blast, loop, blast. And so he's getting more and more pissed, right? He's like, ah! Stop it! Stop doing that! And he starts trying to do it himself, but he can't do it as fast as me. So we switch controllers. It's still working out that no matter what, I'm always getting him first. And he's like, I spent the whole day practicing at this game, I can't believe it. And I'm just like, you cheese bag. I'm like, well, this is all I'm doing from now on forever. Fuck you. I'm only looping. You want to keep playing, dickhead? Like, the era where you'd like yank your buddy's controller out and shit. It's so funny. Yeah, break stop. You know what, bro? I don't have the patience for 40K. I don't. I'm not going to play a game with you that takes like 2 hours and has 5 turns. And I have to watch you move your little Molly-made dollies across the fucking table and measure. Like, if I had to measure how far my magic cards could go across the table, I'd just throw them in the trash and walk. Forget it. Forget it. I gotta move all these little guys and then I gotta squat down. Oh, my Billy Bob can see your goobly gorp, so he's gonna zamp you. Oh, my alien gets to probe you, cause, okay. All right, hold on. I gotta roll 800 dice and move 800 little figures. Okay, your turn to move all your little guys 6 inches and look at my guys. Can you see them? Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. We're outer space battling. Take that, Xeno scum. I can't. Just like I can't play those games like fucking Shogun or Axis and Allies. At a certain point, my brain just starts going, I want out of this. This sucks. Bro, get us killed or win. Pick a lane. We go kamikaze. That's what happens. I can play games of Magic because they'll end and go into new ones. But like board games, all that stuff, I can't. Like at a certain time threshold, I just go, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Necromunda. I remember Necromunda. Necromunda wasn't as bad because you just had a little street gang. So you only had to move like 6 guys. And like Necromunda was also cool because they had big, tall like buildings and stuff for you to run along and everything. So that was okay. That one was okay. But like I like Warhammer models. I like them. I think they're cool. And I think the flavor behind them, the story they have behind a bunch of them are really cool too. But ultimately, like I just can't enjoy playing it. I even tried playing Man of War. I had a little fleet of boats that I painted. Nathan, have a good one, buddy. Packhead Wargaming has particular requirements, does it? Yeah, well, whatever. Everybody's different, right? Magic gets the people with addictive personalities and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. I just don't. I don't have it in me. The games lose me at a certain point. I just find it so dull. It doesn't ensnare my imagination in a way that keeps me going. That's right, life. I live. Not much of my precious root beer left. Gotcha. What's up? Oh, you're happy about the Metazoo downfall, eh? There's people in different camps. People who are happy, people who are unhappy, and most people are completely indifferent, as they were to the game before this point, right? Felix, you got rid of cardboard in exchange for car parts? Yeah, whatever makes you happy, man. Just a whole bunch of mufflers in a bag. Brad, was Metazoo a good game? It was all right. It was like, it wasn't some amazing bang or whatever. It was a card game. I played it. The games were all right. I liked it. My buddy liked it. My lady didn't. So, middle of the road. Middle of the road. Yeah, break stop, it's true, man. There are people that I actively disliked that I could still have fun playing Magic with, but it was just like, I would never, like, I don't want to deal with you outside of this at all, right? And then there's some actually really cool people who was like, yeah, that would totally chill with you, even if it had nothing to do with Magic. But yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised by Metazoo falling apart, right? I mean, what did it have to hold it together? I know there's people out there who have gone over all these different problems with it, but what are you going to do, right? I only saw some surface news, some of the bigger stuff. I'm not diving deep into the pool of every card game. And people find out I'm into other games. Like, do you hear about these problems? I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit, man. Like, most things to me are just the product that I got. I don't care. You could be like, did you know that every time they make those packs, they sacrifice like 80 cats in the back? And I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't care whose cats they are, even. Me and Moxman are your go-tos. Good choice. Good choice, life. Brad, you got dead cardboard in your game room? Well, I think a lot of us do at this point. I mean, it's hard to resist the allure of a new card game, right? Average, what card games have better artwork than Metazoo? Like most card games, actually. There are very few card games that I've seen. Like Metazoo specifically in the art category, that's one of like the worst. The only ones I can think of that are worse are like some of the garbage ones that came out in like the 90s where they were just pictures of dudes standing there with like a stink blast coming out of there. It was some really, really low rent garbage. Oh, you know who else? You know who else did a worse job than Metazoo? Spellfire, when they did their stupid pictures of people sad or whatever. Oh my god, that was so bad. That shit's hilariously bad. The old VS system. I haven't tried it. I believe I still have it. What is it? A Cowboy Bebop box set of that. Yeah, man. Takes a lot of guts to even try making a card game in this era. But you watch Wizards, you watch Pokemon, you watch all those guys making their money, and you go, I want a piece of it. Because if you crack it, it's like alchemy, right? You're turning lead into gold. You're turning paper into paper. Loco, you like the hand-done vibe of Metazoo art, tired of digital art? That's absolutely understandable. That is a viable perspective to take. When it comes to artwork, it is subjective. Metazoo stuff does have a distinctly low effort vibe to it, right? But that's fine to enjoy too. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It ain't no sorcery level stuff. Those cards pop, man. Those cards are beautiful. Beautiful, right? Too bad about Force of Will as well. They had really, really nice card quality. Like, really nice card quality. I ran over one of their foils with my computer chair, and it stood up to it so well. I was just like, whoa! Their card quality. It's like each card's like laminated, bro. Like, for real. Their card quality is no joke. Gotcha. I don't know anything about Pokemon, dude. I am not in tune with anything about that. I basically cover Magic the Gathering and then a bunch of other smaller games. When it comes to the big ones that I'm not into, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, I don't touch it at all, right? Like, none of that. It might touch on something I'm talking about in the most tangential way when I'm talking about how they're not selling Magic cards in Walmart anymore and like Pokemon scalpers and that kind of stuff. But overall, I don't know anything that's going on with those games. Jess, you want to do another Stump Hatcher stream? What was the last one? Was it Legends? Because that means what's next? Fallen Empires, the Dark? It's Fallen Empires, isn't it? It goes Fallen Empires, the Dark. Or does it go the Dark? Yeah, no, it goes Fallen Empires, the Dark. Man the Mendigal says, can you wish my friend Richie Rich a happy birthday? He's watching. Richie Rich, do you have a comic book with you? Or do you have a cutout of Macaulay Culkin when he was a kid? Or do you just have a friend? Oh, Richie Rich! I can wish him a happy birthday, and I will. Happy birthday, Richard Richmond. What do I think about Flesh and Blood? Flesh and Blood was designed as like an actual game, right? There's nothing to me like aside. Flesh and Blood had a big bubble around it, but I believe the bubble was created independently of the game's creators. Like, it wasn't something. Metazoo welcomed that kind of stuff, and I think Flesh and Blood, I don't know, but I don't think that they were like trying to capitalize on it and feed into it. I think they were just still trying to make a game. The concept behind Flesh and Blood, where it's two gladiators just wailing on each other and you start at maximum power and decrease in power and lose parts of your armor and stuff, is a unique and cool concept. In terms of flavor scale, it's small though. Like, in Magic the Gathering, you're an epic level planeswalker, right? Like, wah! In this, you're just a dude. Like, I'm Sally McStabby. I'm gonna get you with my spear or whatever. Maybe they have some magic, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't feel as epic in scale. It feels more like blood in the sand. We're in the middle of an arena while people are watching us fight kind of thing. So it's like a straight up duel, you know? Oh, Average, you know what, buddy? The Metazoo was trying to aim at Pokemon players, and everybody is different. So that makes sense. If you're into the Pokemon stuff, Metazoo's trying to do the old school Pokemon kind of vibe, so you're going to find an overlap that you enjoy. There's things that I enjoy that other people consider shitty too, right? It's all a matter of taste, right? There's people who like a lot of the modern stuff that's going on with Magic, whereas I liked some of the older, less homogenous work and stuff that, like, you know, the dumb nonsense they're doing where, whatever. You get my point. Matt the Mendigal, no problem. I'm like waiting for the ice cubes to melt a little and make a little more Barks-esque water in there. Chim talking about grading cards before it's even printed. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Alpha Hoarder showed AI art cards based on an alpha set. Have to say it looked amazing. Cool. I think at some point I'm going to do some AI stuff. Like, I liked some of the stuff that Nikachu's been doing with his AI streams and stuff. So I wrote down a note a while ago for myself. It said steal Nikachu's format. That's how I leave notes for myself. Where it's like, steal that idea. That's a good one. I like it. I like it. That one in particular, you know? Because looking at cards like that is cool. I think part of the reason I just haven't been looking at cards is because I've been such a grump about Magic, because the direction it's going, and I just want to actively enjoy myself, but I'm having a difficult time. Do I think the new art? I don't think Wizards has any. I don't think Wizards has any AI artwork aside from the ad stuff, man. And maybe some slid through, but I don't know. I don't know. Mandigle says, can you recite the flavor text to OG Sarah Angel? Oh, I don't think I can, man. Nah. But you know what? You're going to want to be in Stump Hatcher streams where you name cards and see if I can name what they do. Because that's a fun one along these lines. The original Sarah Angel, picturing it in my head, she's in a white outfit. She's got the sword up above her head like that. Her head's tilted kind of like that. I remember my buddy taking one of them and tilting it like this. And I'm like, you can't see down her shirt by tilting the card, buddy. Yeah, you know what? What's coming into my mind is like a mishmash of text that's not going to be it. It's like born with wings of something and a sword to defend. I don't know. Nope. The answer is nope. What up, Tricky? Sorry you ain't been around. You got switched to the night shift. Fair enough. Got a new pay card and I haven't had the time to re-sign up for membership. Well, no problem, buddy. Life happens. And it's not like you're required to have the membership. It just means I hate you. It just means I'm going to cry tonight, bro. I'm going to cry harder. I was going to cry just for Metazoo and Argentina. But now I'm going to cry harder for me and my lack of your dollars. Green Monkey, it's getting hard for you to enjoy new Magic. It is more difficult, I find. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I can't remember. I can't remember the flavor text from Sarah Angel. What are my favorite colors? In Magic, green. Green is my favorite color. Green used to be my favorite color in like regular everyday life too, but purple has slowly usurped the number one spot for me. Mushroom, you think it's something to do with own nothing tangible and be happy? Yeah, I ain't in on that whole own nothing thing, but I do think that like there's a certain level of materialism where it doesn't actually benefit you, and that like intrinsic things are of far more value, but that's definitely not some weird hippy dippy don't own nothing and like it nonsense, because you're totally owning stuff is cool. I'm cool with it. Triggy, you certainly are going to re-sign up, you promise? All right. Well, thanks for saying I deserve all the support. That's nice. That's a nice thing to say. Does that mean I'm a Timmy? Oh, yeah. I mean, depending on that, like, you want to break it down and use, I hate the term Vorthos. I think it's so stupid. But if you're breaking me down, then yeah, I'm a whole range of different things. I've won a ton of tournaments, and I definitely have a spike grinder aspect that can grief the shit out of you with control decks, right? So I can be that guy who wants the win. I can play ridiculous combos that are this big old MacGuffin machine. I especially enjoy big, dumb stuff. So gigantic creatures delight me to no end. And I love the flavor and lore. So I'm everything. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Everything you want done, baby. I'll do it naturally. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't get my stuff claimed if I don't sing it, if I just say it. You use Grun the Lonely King for green? Yeah, he doubles in size, bro. He doubles in size. That's fun. But yeah, how can you not love big dumb effects, man? I precisely killed him at exactly 0. Or I fucked him to death with 20 dinosaurs, bro. They pounded him into paste with their dicks and it was amazing. I build 300 card decks. I build 300 card green tower decks when I'm not building serious tournament decks and shit like that. Although the serious, like, trying to win tournament days was so long ago. All I want to do is have fun. I'm not interested in, like, I don't give a shit about the win. I give a shit about the game. It's so boring to just win a one-sided game. If there's some kind of prize involved and you want the prize, sure. But, like, most of the time I'm playing Cube and I just want to have a good time. Anders Blade says, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cards from the reserve list, and even I hate the heck out of it. There's a bunch of people who have tons of stuff. Like, there's a bunch of people who have the reserve list stuff and are like, I don't want Wizards to do what they're doing. I don't like this. I don't like the reserve list. I want people to be able to play with the cards, and there's people who don't want that. There's people on both sides. Jonathan, I agree. I think that the game would have survived without the reserve list as well. But that's not what happened, so we have no way of knowing. No way of knowing. All right. Well, my friends, it has been an enjoyable stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I will put this live stream up on the live stream archive. Here, let me drop a link for that again. Because I don't think I pinned it, did I? No, I did not. I just threw it in the chat and forgot to pin it. Okay, I'll pin it right now. All right, so if you want to see the entirety of this live stream because you missed part of it, you will be able to do so at that link. And if everything goes according to plan, I will have a new video coming out tomorrow. And then the lore is also coming out in the next couple days. So have a good one, my friends. I'll see you next time.